What's up, self-healers? Welcome to my channel, Closing the Gap, where we make a conscious effort to meet you where you're at on your spiritual journey. Today, we'll be speaking about spirit animals and the importance of having a spirit animal along your journey. A spirit animal is an ally that you can have beside yourself along your journey. A spirit animal is a teacher, it's a guide, and it's a messenger. And they show up exactly when you need them to show up. So you may be asking, how do I know what my spirit animal is? Your spirit animal may be an animal that you've identified with your entire life, even as a child. You know, as a child, you may have liked monkeys, or as a child, you may have liked bears. As a child, you may have liked hummingbirds. So it may have been with you your whole life. You just have to have an eye to see it. One way that you can find your spirit animal is through meditation. Just going into meditation and requesting that it appears. Now, one thing's for sure is that we need to honor and respect our spirit animals because they will show up in times of need. They will show up in times that we need direction, in times that we have questions. So the spirit animal can show up during meditation. It can show up in your dreams. It can show up in the form of a gift that someone gives you. Something in your inner knowing just knows that this is your spirit animal. It can show up in poems that you've written in the past. You've unconsciously written about your spirit animal. One way of telling if an animal is your spirit animal is their unique behavior when they're around you. For example, I've seen people sit on their porch with a hummingbird feeder in their hand, and the hummingbird just comes up and eats the sweetened liquid from their hands. That would be that person's spirit animal, because this wild animal is so comfortable with this person that it feels like it's a part of them. Yeah. Some people may have encounters with animals like bears. You know, there's not very many of us that have encounters with animals like bears. When I lived in Charlottesville, Virginia, out in the Blue Ridge Mountains, bears would come around me all the time. And the bear just happens to be my spirit animal. Some people may have encounters with wolves. I have a friend who a wolf would come into her backyard and she fed it like she fed her dogs. The wolf eventually ended up coming in her house. Now, I wouldn't advise that. However, it's very obvious that the wolf is her spirit animal. She's a person that's particularly connected to animals. So these are some ways that you can find your spirit animal. There's another way to find your spirit animal through something that's referred to as shamanic journeying. Shamanic journeying is when one goes into a shamanic trance, yes, or into a deep meditation, for a lack of better words. And you can play a drum. Boom, 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 as you travel between the three worlds, the lower worlds, the middle worlds, and the upper worlds. Now, that's a little deep for this video. But the point of the matter is that the spirit animal can be found, or the power animal can be found within the lower worlds. Because a lot of us have not had the family tradition of assigning totem animals at the time of birth. In some cultures, the whole family has a totem animal, which is basically the tribe animal or the clan animal, right? It's the kind of energy of the overall family. And when the child is born, the mother does not name the baby until she feels the energy of the child. What energy does the child have? And at that time, the child will be assigned their spirit animal, right? Or their totem animal or their power animal, however you want to refer to it. Some ways that you can find your spirit animal, like I said, you can identify with it through childhood memories. You can identify with it through dreams. You can identify with it through meditation and requesting that it come through. Why is it important that we have a spirit animal? Spirit animals are guides, they're teachers, and they're messengers. Yeah, they'll show up when you need them. That's your primary one. For example, my primary spirit animal is the bear. The bear has walked with me since I was a child, and it walks with me to this day. Now, you can have spirit animals on a daily basis, which send you messengers, with They can send you messages. They can be guides to you. For example, at times that I need to make a decision really quick and I don't have a lot of time to think about my decision, the grasshopper will often show up. The grasshopper is an insect that only hops forward. It can't go backwards or sideways, it only hops forward. And for me, the grasshopper symbolizes take the opportunity, move now, hop on it. Yeah? So each animal has their own unique message that they bring to you. And nature is speaking to us on a daily basis. So you walk with your spirit animal, right? The bear is very grounded, courageous, has endurance. It's hard to stop a bear when they get focused on something. Bear doesn't mess with anyone unless someone messes with it. Like a bear can walk by you and it's focused on eating berries off of a tree. But if you come over there and poke it, then there you go. The bear might become hostile, correct? And the bear hibernates. So they all have their own individual traits about them that a person may carry with them throughout their life within their personality. A lion would be someone who's courageous. A wolf might be someone who leads the pack. They're leaders. You know what I mean? They can be by themselves, but if it comes to having to lead their family, they will take charge and lead their family. They lead the pack. A bear may be very protective over their children. You know, you've heard the phrase mama bear. So these spirit animals identify with your own personality, but on a daily basis, nature communicates with us. And so it's wise to watch what animals are doing, because animals are very in tune with nature and they can give you direction along your way. I have a very good friend who taught me that when an animal is coming from your left, the side of your heart, that what you are currently thinking about, what you are currently doing, where you are currently going, the mission you are currently on is coming from a heart-centered space. When an animal comes from your right, it's a message from spirit. So oftentimes it will be hawks or ravens or eagles that will fly from your left or right. And what you are thinking about at that time, where are you on your way to? What are you about to do? Do you have questions about that? Are you sure? Are your thoughts pure? Are your intentions pure? Is this a message? Is this coming from spirit, what you're supposed to be doing on your journey? So animals communicate with us on our journey. All right? They walk with us on our journey. When you have a power animal can be called on in times of fear, in times of confusion. For example, I have a power animal that is a dragon. My dragon just happens to represent fear. And so when I feel afraid or I have some type of anxiety about something, I can call on my power animal. Yeah? And it soothes me. It calms me. So these are tools that you can use. And if you're not familiar with power animals and spirit animals, this may sound a little out there. But as you go on your spiritual journey, you will have several allies. You will have animal allies. You will have plant allies. You will have your ancestors. You'll have your spirit guides. You'll have those that are for you. You'll have those that are against you. So it's important when you call on your ancestors and your spirit guides, you want to emphasize, I call on those that are for me and not against me. Yes? And so you'll have all these different tools with you on your spiritual journey. You call on a higher being, creator, God, Jesus. All these are just extra tools within your tool bag. You're not worshiping the animal as if the animal is creator or as if the animal is God or if the animal is Jesus. You're just having the animal as your ally. Yeah, it's just a tool in your spiritual tool bag. And a very powerful tool, I might add. So let's recap over how you might find your spirit animal. You may find your spirit animal through meditation. You may find your spirit animal through dreams. Someone may call you a nickname or something, you know, and you may find your spirit animal that way through your nickname. A spirit animal may appear to you on a regular basis while you're out in nature. Spending time in nature will assist you in finding your spirit animal. You can find your spirit animal through shamanic journeying, your spirit animal, your power animal. Your totem animal may be given to you through your family tribe's name. Yeah. A lot of us indigenous Americans, our families have been broken up. We've been told different things about who we are as a people. But with the age of Aquarius and the age of knowing, we are starting to realize who we are as a people. We may not have all the puzzle pieces, right? We may not have the documentation to prove it. But as you evolve on your spiritual journey, there's just an inner knowing that you are not who you've been told you are. Yeah. As you evolve on your spiritual journey, you will start to realize that there are different aspects of yourself that belong to you. Okay? And your spirit animal is one of them. Allow your spirit animal to appear to you today. Allow it to guide you. Allow it to teach you. Allow it to be your messenger. And as you go on your journey, allow it to walk by your side in protection and love and wisdom and knowledge. Respect your spirit animal. Allow it to organically come to you. And I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, Closing the Gap, where we make a conscious effort to meet you where you're at on your spiritual journey. Y'all have a good day.